Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over all of the new leaks that Riddler has posted about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. He's been very generous lately, giving us loads of new information about the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disk, so we're going to be breaking all of it down today. If you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the latest DLC leaks. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, Soul Silver has kindly put this all in a massive thread for all of the latest kind of like tweets and leaks that Riddler has been posting out about the new Pokemon forms, some stuff about the Generation 5 remakes, which we'll cover in a separate video. I'm just going to go over the DLC stuff today, and all the Gen 5 stuff will be like in a video tomorrow or whatever. But obviously, this started off a few days ago with the whole post about the regional fake going from purple to green. So again, we've already covered this. I'm just going to go over this really quickly because we have already covered it, and then we'll go over all the new stuff. But obviously, it makes sense if I cover everything. So obviously, he posted these tweets here saying, you know, regional fake, purple to green. Some people thought it was a purple Pokemon going into a green Pokemon. Some people thought it was a shiny Pokemon that was purple going into a green shiny, like Mewtwo is purple, and then of course it becomes green as a shiny. And some other people thought it could have been other things like the typings, like it could be a poison type becoming a grass type. All were very good options as well, and we still don't technically know what it is. But all three of those easily could be the actual answer. Also could be like Gligar and Apom as well, because those are the two Pokemon that a lot of people are thinking might get forms or paradox forms or something like that, just simply because they have been shown off to be the version exclusive Pokemon, and the last time they did that for the Scarlet and Violet games was Larvitar and Bagon, which of course then went on to get paradox forms. So that was that. Again, we've already covered that. And then obviously he went over the schedule that was going to post more stuff in like the next couple of days and stuff. Like I say, this is on the 13th of July, so about 5 days ago now. So we've covered all this. There isn't like anything crazy to go over here because again we've already spoke about it. Regional fake is from Kitakami, could be, there's a good chance it has a Japanese origin, vibe to it, yada yada yada. And then we have a bit more about it here. So this is talking about the whole could be Poipole, Whimsicott, Poipole and Whimsicott situation. So I think this poll is asking us which gen the regional fake Riddler today is posted from. So Kanto, Hoenn, Sinnoh, or other. So again, he posted this saying that it was edible as well, the new regional fake was. Which again, it could be anything. I mean, there's a lot of edible things out there, so we really don't know what he's really talking about with that. And then, of course, he replied to this as well. This Victori's here put Poipole and Whimsicott regional fake, got it. And then he put kind of like a, what do you call it? A, oh my god, what is it? Like a thing that you inject into things. I can't remember it's just what you put like medicine is right there. So yeah, and then we kind of get to this bit here. So this is where we haven't really covered yet. This was posted around 18 hours ago on the 14th of July by Yorodon, but this is one avenue that he could be kind of talking about with this regional fake. So regional fake that turns from purple to green, and then Ku stands with regional fakes. Of course, that was in his name. And so stand. So honestly, this generation has so much redundancy in its designs. I wouldn't be surprised if we got a standing Drifloon. So Drifloon potentially could be the Pokemon here getting a regional fake, and it could look very similar to Toedscool, because like I say, Toedscool then stands, because obviously Tentacool doesn't, but you know, Toedscool does now. So it could very well be a Drifloon, which again could be the regional fake. But again, that's not necessarily like edible or anything like that. So this is all concerning like Riddle 1 as well. So Riddler then went back and posted this, which kind of like gave a little bit more fuel to the fire about this potential Drifloon kind of regional fake. So we've obviously got him here posting a picture of Weezing, Swalot, Drifloon and Drifloon, should I say, and Spiritomb, and then saying which or none of them. So obviously we have Soul Silver saying this one is way harder than the last, which or none of them. Which one of these four will be the new regional fake in the DLC, or will it be none of them? So it's really annoying that he put like or none of them, because if he just put which one, then that would confirm that one of these would get in a regional form. He then goes on to say it's truly anyone's guess. All four of these make perfect sense. We all know about the watermelon coughing. So the watermelon coughing was from a really good idea about who posted it. Somebody posted it, and then he went and replied with like a thinking emoji or something like that. So that's why a lot of people thought that potentially it could have been coughing that got a that got the regional fake. Personally, I'm going with Spiritomb. I think just a single stage regional fake makes more sense than a 2 or 3 stage with a limited new Pokemon roster for a DLC. Spiritomb becoming edible sounds very funny as well. The Japanese do cotton candy at festivals, and regional fakes are meme worthy lol. Of course, the purple to green could be flipped, and it could be the Swalot line. When I first heard that theory, it sounded very realistic to me, and it's a stomach after all. But my personal hope is it's Drifloon line, because I love those Pokemon. So yeah, it looks like the purple is not to do with the shiny. Again, it very well could be, because obviously like Weezing does, I think it gets kind of like a green shiny. I don't know if you'd call it like yellow or gold or whatever, but I guess there's a hint of green in there. So there's a couple of like green kind of tints in the shinies there, but it looks like Weezing could potentially be it. And then we got this as well about the Poipole and Whimsicott thing. My dream, but a reality. So, spoilery. In my heart, I don't want to forget about this. I just love them so much. Can you imagine an edible Poipole line? And many people are forgetting that none of the Pokemon he listed is still an option too. Again, I think it's very unlikely that it's going to be the Poipole and Whimsicott as well. But Poipole, I mean, I'd love to see Poipole in the Scarlet and Violet DLC. Again, we don't know if Ultra Beasts are going to be in the DLC. It feels like they should be. But it would be nice to see Poipole back in the DLC. But Poipole getting a regional form, I don't know, a regional form of an Ultra Beast would be kind of crazy as well to think about. We then have this post as well, so this could be one of two things. This could be talking about the Generation 5 remakes, or it could be talking about a new potential Pokemon. So we're not really too sure. I'm going to cover this in the black and white video as well, but this, again, could mean one of two things. So obviously it could be talking about, because obviously you got the forest and stuff like that in the city, it could be on about Generation 5 games, or it could just simply be about like a new Pokemon or something like that. But again, we're going to go into more information about that when we go over the black and white stuff. So here's a breakdown of Riddle 3, which is obviously this. Also, with a little more explanation on why Best Wishes is very important to this riddle. So, the reason Dust Lycanroc got the code name this phrase to begin with was because it was a request / wish from someone like the producer or someone high up. Therefore, Best Wishes, the special form Pokemon, because they also spoke about like Best Wishes and stuff in that riddle. So we have that. And then this is another thing that kind of popped up, which again could also be linking to the Generation 5 games as well with the Best Wishes thing, or it could be talking about a new Pokemon getting a Pokemon getting a new form. So he posted this image here of Zelda with the kind of Blood Moon, and then he posted which or none of them, and it's Umbreon, Mightyena, Weavile, and Dusk Lycanroc. So it looks like we're going to be getting some sort of like Blood Moon Pokemon or something like that. So he's saying, didn't think I'd be making a riddle threads of all day, but here we are. So this is obviously third and the final riddle from these riddle games. To be honest, this one stumped me. What my friend Jan said in the quote retweet made some sense, especially after Q followed up this riddle with a hint. This riddle must be a special form / evolution of an existing Pokemon, and Q is asking which of those four it could be. If I had to pick one, it would be Mightyena, because our new rival uses a Poochyena, which it very well could be. The brother of the kind of sibling duo does use a Poochyena. We saw it in the in the trailer, and again, they could have showed that Poochyena to foreshadow Mightyena getting a new form. But at the same time, also gave us the option that it's none of these four, but instead another random Pokemon out there. I usually pick other options as a general life rule. Now concerning the riddle, the Blood Moon could be related to the Pokemon's lore / function, but I don't know how just yet, or it could just look like what the Pokemon will look like. Also, the phrase Best Wishes or any of the Chinese text could be important here too. Again, that could be talking about Gen 5 remakes, we're not 100% sure. Maybe the wishes mean this is related to Terapagos, or like my friend points out below, it could translate to those specific kanji, which again points to an old Pokemon getting a form. It's important to note with all of this, that in between Riddle 2 and 3, Ku said that rewatching the DLC trailers closely could give us even more hints to all three of these riddles. So yeah, there's a potential new form of either Umbreon, Mightyena, Weavile, and Dust Lycanroc, which again, I don't think it's going to be, or it could be none of them. But there is a Pokemon that's obviously like he's listed there. So there's at least one new form, and then we're going to get another new form as well that's going from green, like purple to green. So that's at least two new Pokemon forms that we are getting that are most likely not going to be linked to like paradoxes and stuff like that. So this is two new like regional fakes that it looks like we're going to be getting. But again, we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And then we got this as well. He gave us like a bit of a bonus tweet here. So he said like he put like a little winky face on this sign, and he says more hints. Thought this was DLC 1 contents. No. So this is actually potentially about the second DLC, the Indigo Disk. So Soul Silver right here saying, I've been over this a million times now, and unless there's a new wooden sign Pokemon, the only concrete thing I could come up with is that the Oni / Ogre they are chasing is in this depiction isn't exactly Ogerpon. From the moment I first saw that silhouette, I've said it actually looks nothing like Ogerpon. Again, it doesn't look anything like it. Like, it's taller, its arms look more like humanoid, its legs look more humanoid. I mean, we know that Ogerpon's legs are literally made out of wood, and these don't look like they're made out of wood, really. And also this, like, spike thing on the back. This, to me, I still think that, personally, Ogerpon might get another form, and it might be this, and this might be, like, an evil form of it, or maybe this is a form that it gets when it puts on one of the masks. It looks like it's... But then we've got Riddler Q here saying, you know, this isn't all about, you know, DLC 1, so... he then went on to say maybe it's relevant to the second DLC too, or maybe this riddle has something to do with that Ogerpon symbol and its connection to types like the lanterns, and it carries over to the Indigo Disk somehow. Maybe Terapagos is related to the Ogerpon type / form too. I don't know, that's all I got. I definitely think that DLC 1 and 2 are heavily connected though. Like, we know that obviously the siblings are going to be in both of the versions, but I just feel like There's going to be a lot intertwining here, especially because we know that one of the characters in the DLC is going to be like a massive spoiler to the next game, which is again linked to like Drayden and stuff. So also got this to go over as well. So lastly, here's hoping that there will be a good amount of new forms instead. My unrealistic complaints aside, this is actually way more generous than Sword and Shield DLC. I'll be going a little more in depth of this topic tomorrow. So he goes on to say, by the way, telling you all the new Pokemon already. So it says, when was this? From our tweets in the past month. Okay, is this only for the first DLC? Both. So basically all the riddles that Riddler has posted so far are about all of the new Pokemon we're getting. So we know we're getting, looks like 2 regional fakes. Obviously, we already know about like Ogerpon, the 3 legendaries in the Teal Mask, and then Terrapagos. So we're getting Ogerpon, the 3 legendaries, Terrapagos, the baby Terrapagos. That's 6 Pokemon. We know we're getting 2 more regional fakes, so that's going to be 8 Pokemon. We're looking like we're going to get some more Paradox forms as well. It looks like this could be a new Pokemon as well. So there's probably going to be like 10 plus new Pokemon, I'd say, in the DLC. And we've already been introduced to quite a few of them, which isn't great, really, because that might be why they haven't really showed us any more information, because there's literally nothing else to show us in regards to like new Pokemon. I mean, we didn't get a lot in the Sword and Shield DLC. In the Alabama, we got like Kubfu and Urshifu. We obviously got like new Gigantamax forms as well. Like, we know we're getting Terraforms as well. So it's like 10 plus new Pokemon and the Terraforms. So yeah, we've got Gigantamax forms in the Isle of Armor, Kubfu, Urshifu, and then obviously the Galarian Slowbro. And then in the Crown Tundra, we got the Slowking, and then we got the Birds, which obviously was more forms. Then we got Calyrex, Glacier, Spectra, and stuff like that. So yeah, we got around 10 odd whatever in that. So yeah, it looks like we might be getting a couple more in the Scarlet and Violet DLC, but again, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he posts more information about this soon, but this is kind of like all of the latest kind of like leaks and riddles and stuff to go over. So that's all that. Again, we're going to go over the black and white stuff in a future video. That could very well come tomorrow if we don't get any official Pokemon news, but again, we're still expecting something to drop this week. Talking about though, we actually have an update to the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet playlist. Now, there hasn't been any new video uploaded to it, and it's not like a hidden video, because obviously if there was a hidden video, then that would like guarantee a new trailer coming out. It's been updated, but there hasn't been a video that's been posted in it. We've got Pokestutami here saying, yeah, true, yeah, sure, Pokemon's official YouTube has updated the Scarlet and Violet playlist today, but please don't overdose with copium, because there is a bunch of rando useless shorts in that folder too. So yeah, they have been posting a lot of shorts to the playlist recently. I don't know why, but this is also the same playlist that all of the big informational drop in. So yeah, I mean, it's cool that the playlist got updated, but because there's not a hidden video there, it doesn't really like, it doesn't mean a lot. But again, I still think that we're going to get something to do with Mewtwo this week, from what I said in yesterday's video. But anyway, that's all of the latest leaks. That's all the latest stuff that I wanted to go over. If you guys enjoyed, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really, really helps out. Leave a comment. What Pokemon do you think is going to get regional forms out of these 4, or none of them? And also out of the these 4 as well. I mean, I would love an Umbreon form, but I think it's going to be Mightyena personally, because I don't know. I feel like with the Poochyena and stuff, I feel like we've had quite a few lines recently that are similar to Poochyena that have been getting like forms and stuff. So yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool to see. But let me know your thoughts on all of it. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. And yeah, have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.